Today on OC News, Nipsey Hussle's killer gets sentenced.
Black History Month is almost over, but some communities are still celebrating.
Plus, Super Nintendo World is open. We'll give you a sneak peek.
This just in tech news. First responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts
I
over
feel
the
blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State
Fullerton.
OC News starts right now.
Hello, and welcome to OC News. I'm Ariana Nava.
And I'm Julie Choi. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students here at Cal State Fullerton.
This week, over 145,000 cans of Enfamil formula has been recalled. The recall was ordered because of a possibility of cross-contamination with the bacteria, according to the CDC. Getting sick with the bacteria is often rare, but infections within infants can lead to deadly outcomes. The company also stated that they have taken all appropriate corrective actions, including no longer sourcing this material from the supplier.
Rapper Nipsey Hussle's convicted killer has been sentenced to 60 years to life in prison. 33-year-old Eric R. Holder Jr. was found guilty of murder in the first degree in July for the 2019 shooting and murder of the rapper. Holder was also found guilty for possession of a firearm as a felon, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and 2 counts of attempted voluntary manslaughter. 2 people were also injured in the shooting as well. Holder's public defender said that the shooting was not premeditated. Hussle was only 33 when he was killed. After threats on multiple college campuses occurred nationwide, including here at Cal State Fullerton, Vanessa Feliciano has some tips to stay safe during a threat.
On February 13th, a man went onto the Michigan State campus with a gun, killing 3 people and injuring 5 others. The shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound hours after the shooting. Just a day after the tragedy in Michigan, Cal State Fullerton also had a shooting just feet away from campus. On February 14th, police responded to a report of shots fired at an apartment complex across the street from campus. No one was injured or hurt in this event. Cal State Fullerton has an open campus where there are many exits and entrances. Even with campus police, some students don't feel safe.
We have the school police, but sometimes it's like, I don't know if that really helps, because it could just happen out of anywhere. Anyone could just bring a gun into class and just start shooting out of nowhere, and then you don't know what to do really.
We all hope that there is never a day when there's a big threat on campus, but would you know what to do if you were standing in this hallway when one did happen?
In the event where there is a threat on campus, university police say to run, hide, and fight. Run when there is an active threat, hide if escape is not possible, and fight as a last resort if your life is in direct danger. Like Michigan State, they also say to shelter in place. The problem is many students don't know this protocol.
I don't know if there's protocols, but I haven't probably looked at them yet, so probably not.
Students are directed to report any suspicious activity to police. In the event there is a threat, follow all safety protocol given by the university and law enforcement. With OC News, Vanessa Feliciano.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The Student Recreation Center has a new policy that has become a hassle for those who use the facility. Precious Castellanos has more.
There's a new policy in place at the Student Rec Center. Everyone entering must now have the Titan app on their phone. This new rule is causing problems because the app is viewed as unreliable.
Sometimes the app keeps my login, so it goes straight to the QR code, which is great. Other times when it does log out and I have to log in and the Wi-Fi is slow here, it can be a slight inconvenience.
Now, it's always been recommended that the students have the app downloaded in order to get into the Student Rec Center. It wasn't until October of 2022 that the official rule was implemented that students officially needed the app downloaded in order to enter successfully without any problems. Trying to implement the new policy has created a lot of conflict for the Rec Center employees.
I deal with a lot of hostility now from students and sometimes even faculty staff members too. We want to be really nice to our patrons, but it's really hard when they're yelling at us about a policy that it's kind of out of our hands. You know, we didn't create it, we're just kind of doing our jobs.
Employees recommend logging into your account on your walk over to the gym to guarantee a quick entrance. I'm Precious Castellanos for OC News.
3, 2.
A Southern California community celebrated Black History Month with giving back and unexpected surprises. Reporter Alexis Ray Johnson-Folks has the latest.
We should care about each other. We should understand each other's cultures. We should have an appreciation for the achievements that have been made by so many different ethnic groups. And I want you to know we focus today on some of those achievements that are made by Black people.
Black History Month is being celebrated across the country, but for one community, city leaders and officials came bearing gifts. Free bags of produce from the American Heart Association.
So I feel like I'm required to give back. You know, when people need things, and I might be a person in need one day. You know, there are times that I need things as well, and I need help. So having people, you know, come to that aid and to just identify with the fact that the need is there, you know, that's important.
The Hawthorne High School football team also came to support.
Seeing my community and helping them out, it means a lot to me, so I'm really happy that I have the opportunity to do that.
On these grounds, just a few days ago, pounds of free groceries were given to dozens of families, but nobody expected this.
For the community, I appreciate it so very much.
A $4 million check from U.S. Congress to improve Crenshaw Boulevard, one of the most frequently traveled roads in the city. With an extra $4 million to work with, the city hopes to expand their efforts in elevating the Hawthorne community. Alexis Ray, reporting from Hawthorne, California, OC News.
2, 1.
Many things have changed after COVID-19, but one thing has become more demanding.
And an exciting game for a Titan basketball game. More after this break. As people are now going back into an in-person work, there are a small number of those who currently work full-time at home, particularly college students. Reporter Haley Abate has a story.
Senior and at-home worker Liana Chavez shows us what it's like working from home and the pressures that come behind it.
I enjoy working from home because I can set my own schedule. Online jobs are usually pretty flexible with the schedule, so whenever I have to do homework or school, I can just decide when I want to work on those separate things, and there's less of a commute stress as well, so I can go to school and then come back home and work and not have to worry about driving to work and making time for class and work at the same time. So for work, I work for an ad agency and it's completely online. So they run ads for e-commerce brands, and then on my end, they will send me some products that those brands send them, and I'll either film content or I'll run the social media pages, talk to influencers, and set up ad campaigns. Balancing working from home and doing schoolwork is pretty hard. I do have to prioritize, and it is easy to get distracted or to procrastinate. But what I do is I like to make sure I know exactly what times of the day I'm going to focus on my work, and then exactly what times of the day I'm going to do homework. So my family lives in Northern California, and I obviously go to school at Cal State Fullerton. And being away is a little bit difficult because I do have 2 younger sisters that live at home, and I know they look up to me, and I do miss them, and I miss seeing them grow and go through elementary school. But it is nice because I do get to go home from the holidays. The drive is a little bit long, and I don't like flying, so...
As you can see, Liana Chavez paves her way through stressors, but also embraces the benefits she has from working from home. Thank you for tuning in. Haley Abate, Local News.
Mariachi music is a big part of the Latino culture. Did you know that Cal State Fullerton has its own mariachi band? Jessica Hernandez has this latest.
Mariachi Titan celebrates the Latino culture on the CSUF campus. Jasmine Pugarin started the club as a way to make people feel at home on campus.
I really wanted to highlight the Latino culture here at the CSU campus, and honestly bringing the music and bringing the Latino culture to life, I think is something really important, especially for those trying to find a place they can call home here on campus, or feeling like their community is present and active here at the school.
Mariachi Titans became an official club just this spring semester. Esteban Arciniega became one of the founding officers in the club.
Officially became a club. It was just so exciting.
Contributed to the club as the treasurer of Mariachi Club has been just overall communication with professors and other connections that we may have. Just making sure the emails look as professional as they can.
For Gabriela Torres, playing mariachi isn't her blood. She has family members who are mariachi musicians as well. Torres asks for advice and suggestions to help out the mariachi club.
They told me we should be playing sones because mariachi music is all about sones and dancing and upbeat rhythms.
People are able to join Mariachi Titans by either playing an instrument or just singing along to the lyrics.
They meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the music building. I'm Jessica Hernandez for OC News.
Some big news in entertainment today. Precious Castellanos is here with the details.
Thanks, Ariana. Rock and Rock legends unite, the Oscars add security, and Alec Baldwin is breathing a sigh of relief. Here's a scoop in the entertainment world. A long-awaited collaboration between the Beatles and Rolling Stones is finally happening. A press email announced Paul McCartney will be featured in one of the upcoming songs on the new Rolling Stones album. The groups have worked together on previous projects like I Want to Be Your Man and All You Need Is Love. This will be their official rivalry-breaking collaboration. The Oscars are adding a crisis communications team to the 2023 award show. The rapid response team will be ready to prevent any conflict on the set like what happened last year when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. The Academy was criticized for letting Smith stay for the remainder of the show. Smith has been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Charges against actor Alec Baldwin have been downgraded felony penalties in the shooting death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The accident happened on the set of the film Rust in October of 2021. The change in charges could reduce the amount of prison time by 5 years if Baldwin is found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. That's all for today. I'm Precious Castellanos. See you next time. Back to you, Julius.
Thank you, Precious. Universal Studios Super Nintendo World opened on February 17. Christian Robotero has an early preview of the new addition to the park.
Super Nintendo World has arrived at Universal Studios. This new section of the park brings Mario fans a piece of the virtual world into ours. Power-up bands unlock different activities around the park. These are sold throughout the park and cost $40. They come in different colors representing each character that can be found around Super Nintendo World. This band connects to the user's phone to help them access everything in this world. Some of these activities include punching blocks that emulate the sound and look of the video game, and interactive games that get you points on the app. Some of these include running around, turning off clocks to avoid waking the giant piranha plant, or turning a lever to help the Goomba stay afloat on the wheel. The entire park is surrounded by elements taken straight from the game, like spinning coins, special blocks, or spinning shells. Additionally, the park has a merchandise store called the 1-Up Factory, where you can find a large variety of Mario-themed plushies, costumes, shirts, figurines, keychains, and memorabilia that fans of the Mario universe can take home. Some of the more desirable items off the shelves of Super Nintendo World include plushies and collectible cups like these. This Yoshi plushie would set you back around $40, whilst this collectible cup in the form of the mushroom of the Mario universe would set you back around $20 and includes the drink and some refills. Princess Peach, Luigi, and Mario himself are all wandering around interacting with the audience. Super Nintendo World is now open to all audiences and brings a wonderful new experience to Universal Studios in Hollywood. For OC News, I'm Christian Robotaro.
Well, spring sports is now in full swing. Marissa Flores is in the studio to let us know how Titan baseball is doing.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just might have to spend $40 out of my bank account for that Yoshi plushie. But I'm excited to check out the new place, and it was a week full of comebacks here at Fullerton. Both the men's basketball and baseball team picked up a pair of wins for the Titans. Let's get started with baseball though, who defeated Tulane in walk-off fashion. New recruit Maddox Lotta came through for the Titans in the 8th inning when he tied the game 5-5 with an RBI. Not long after, in the 9th, Lotta then hit a walk-off single to right field for the 6-5 victory. The LA Valley College transfer went 2-3 on the night with 2 RBIs and a walk, already putting up impressive numbers in his debut season. Fullerton was behind early in the game when Tulane hit 2 solo home runs within the first 2 innings. Then in the 6th, Titan Brendan Bobo hit a bomb to right center field, bringing Fullerton up 4-3. This all before the team ended the night wet from the rain, but victorious. This win brings Fullerton to an even 2-2 overall this season. Now in high school, Lotta played both basketball and baseball, but after last night, I think it's safe to say he stuck with the right sport. Now off the field and onto the court, CSUF men's basketball picked up a dub on Saturday night. Guard Latrell Wrightsell Jr. scored a whopping 23 points against Cal Poly. The Titans defeated the Mustangs 83-62 and advanced their victory streak to 4 within Saturday's win. As a team, Fullerton had an impressive shooting game, going 52.8% from the floor and 52% from distance. Not only that, but they managed to hold Cal Poly at 40% shooting and didn't allow the Mustangs to lead once. The Titans jumped out the game early in the game with a 14-point advantage, leading Cal Poly 19-5. Coming back from halftime, Fullerton then led by as many as 16 points at 51-35. To end the night, senior Jalen Harris sealed the game with a jumper and a three-pointer and set the Mustangs home packing. Now the Titan squad has only 3 more games left to improve their season before it comes to an end. And that wraps up our weekly sports updates. I'm Marissa Flores. Back to you two at the desk.
Thank you, Marissa. A community rallies together for a local food vendor after outrage sparks from a viral TikTok video. Madison Wheel has the latest.
Jose Andres Arguelles sold more hot dogs on Sunday than, well, ever.
I'm super happy, super grateful with all the people. A lot of people come and help me and support me.
Customers lining up for hours to show him some love and support after many were upset by how he was treated in this video.
It made me feel really sad, discriminated against.
After the video went viral, these 3 men, among others, sprung into action, organizing the food buyout event for Andres.
I seen it on his Instagram. It upset me, and I started reaching out.
We kind of just all teamed up to make this happen.
The goal, to showcase what they say San Diego is really all about.
When I first seen the video, I knew that didn't represent San Diego. This is what represents San Diego.
These 2 girls, frequent customers of Andres, say they filmed the initial incident.
You don't treat human beings that way.
Thrilled with the turnout of Sunday's event.
And I just bawled my eyes out. I'm just in shock. Posting that one little video, never expected this to come out of it.
And with a message for Andres.
There's a whole community that has your back. Everyone's here for you.
I don't have words for this. I'm super excited for this. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Our next telecast comes to you in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for some more news.
And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at Titan TV. From all of us here at OC News, have a great night.